Hi guys and welcome back. Well, today we're going to take a look at a game which came out on the Wii and it changed the way people looked at the console forever. The Wii at the time was considered to be a child family friendly console. That all changed when Mad World came out. Let's take a look at what is an absolute bloodthirsty game. Right, Mad World. The game was developed by Platinum Games and is published by Sega. And you have not got a cat in hell's chance of me trying to pronounce any of these names. Not a cat in hell's. Well, maybe Ken Pontiac there's an easy one, and one Graph. Those are the two I'll let go. The game is a Wii U exclusive. It was released back in 2009 and this is of course a hack and slash beat 'em up. This game actually reminds me of two films. One is an Arnold Schwarzenegger classic, The Running Man. Yep, that's the one where he's in a game show and is having to work his way through the levels and basically kill everybody on the way. And the other film it reminds me of is Frank Miller's Sin City. You'll fully understand why I say that when we start showing you the game. The game has certainly had its controversy, and most certainly in my country, the United Kingdom, where the likes of Media Watch wanted to get the game banned and did not want the BBFC to actually give it any form of rating, which would effectively have banned it from being sold. John Bayer, the Media Watch UK director, had actually stated that we need to ensure that modern and civilised values take priority rather than killing and maiming people. The fans voiced their disgust and their response to the organisation was met with hostility, and they accused Media Watch UK of being cowards and narrow-minded bigots. Sega announced that the game would not get released in Germany. Now, I don't know if that's still the case, so if there's any German fans out there, then let me know if you ever got this game. Nintendo backed it because they turned around and said the Wii is a console for everybody, and that includes adults. And in all fairness, I agree with some of the reviewers. The violence is a little Tom and Jerry, but it is heavily violent. Playing the game and, well, reading the plot in a lot more depth, it also reminds me of that classic John Carpenter film, Escape from New York. Now, to paint the plot as it were, a terrorist group called the Organisers, who have severed the island and city's transportation and communication ties with the rest of the world. They release a virus onto the population that would kill them all in less than a day. However, the organisers informed the population that any person that killed another would receive the vaccine. The city was quickly transformed into the stage of the reoccurring game show called Death Watch. Jack Kamen, aka You, and you can't miss him because he's the guy with a chainsaw attached to his arm, doesn't just want to win, he's got an ulterior motive. But he's gained sponsorship off a guy we only know is 13, and I'm not actually going to tell you any more than that because I don't want to ruin it too much. But it has got quite a great storyline. I quite like it. It's got B-movie written all over it. I'm going to give it 9 out of 10 for story.
Who, me? Ready as always.
Come on, man! Don't kill me!
Impressive. Most impressive. Your skills are sure to please my client. Well, anyone else here feel they deserve a sponsor? Apparently not. Congratulations, contestant. My client will be delighted.
Hey, I could use a sponsor.
Who's there? Show yourself!
There is a signing bonus, right?
Of course. But I wouldn't spend your bonus just yet. He's already killed 2,000 bigger than yourself.
Bigger don't mean better.
Apparently not. Consider yourself sponsored. Signing bonus is 10,000. Survive and you'll be paid in full. While you're alive and in the good graces of Death Watch Control, I'll supply you with such weaponry as you require.
Sounds like we got a deal.
You can call me 13, as I represent sponsor number 13. And your name? For contract purposes, of course.
Jack. Just Jack.
Very well, Just Jack. Shall we begin? You see the communicator there. I want you to put it in your ear. With that, we'll be able to continue our little talks. I'll be using it to keep you abreast of critical developments as the game progresses, so don't take it out.
Let the games begin.
Score Sport fans, it's a beautiful evening on Jefferson Island. Just perfect weather for our unwilling contestants to compete in the Varigan City Death Watch. My name is Howard Buckshot Holmes, and along with my co-commentator, Chris Creeley, I'll be giving you a slay-by-slay account of tonight's bloodbath. With access to the more than 10,000 cameras in this city, you can be sure not to miss a single disembowelment or brutal ass-shaking. Isn't that right, Chris?
You fucking wrecked, Howard. I survived more than my share of these crazy contests, and I can tell you that our audience is going to see more guts and blood this event than a troop of Girl Scouts camping in an unexploded minefield. We've got some savage contestants, amazing arenas, and a fuckload of surprises for you.
So sharpen your knives, push your butts, and get ready to enjoy Death Watch.
So much fun, it hurts.
Audio. Well, the talking sounds very well scripted and is put together extremely well. You've also got commentators commentating on what you're doing in the background constantly. And love them or hate them, they do sound very convincing. It really does feel as if we are in this game show. As for the special effects, well, they do sound really, really well. You know, whether or not you're just punching somebody or impaling them on a giant metal spike, it all sounds quite realistic. That's not to say that I have ever impaled anybody on a giant metal spike, or picked up some form of sign and rammed that down the side of the neck, or took a chainsaw to somebody, but it all sounds very in keeping with the game. As for the music, love it or loathe it, it suits the game. It really does. And I can't really knock it. The audio on this game is quite brilliant at times, but I will only give it 8 out of 10.
Stupid loser. That's gonna bring back memories. It's an extra life for Jack.
I wonder why those other guys didn't grab that extra life.
Yeah, it's almost as if they didn't see it.
Same with the happy onions and power-ups. It's like only Jack can see them. Weird.
Went upstairs to kiss a fella. Made a mistake, kissed mistake. How many doctors will it take? 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
How long have you been a 9-year-old? Now that Jack's got that asshole trapped, you can finish him off with a big point combo move.
Controls. Well, on this game you're going to be using the Wii remote and the nunchuck simultaneously. You'll use the nunchuck to move your player around the arena and to actually jump. You'll use your Wii remote for just about everything else. And that includes picking up and grabbing at people. You'll be using it to attack, to impale them, and to also pull off some special moves. The game will thankfully teach you this, so it has got a little bit of a learning curve. It's not one of those games you're going to pick up, play and be able to master it immediately. Just slowly bring yourself into it. It doesn't take long, and before you know it, you'll be shoving them into bins and mounting them on spikes like there's no tomorrow. So for controls, I'll give it another 8 out of 10.
Asshole in a can. Combine that with another environmental kill and watch your score skyrocket.
Asshole in a can is a trademark of Mad World.
You think that garbage can made it hurt any less?
Like a Band-Aid helping a nuclear blast hurts less.
Pimps, bayers, and pain purveyors, welcome to the Bloodbath Challenge. You are about to witness our most dangerous, most deadly device yet.
You know what that title means. Bloodbath Challenge.
Y'all know who I am. That's right, the Bishop of Blood and Carnage, the Black Baron. Now back to this baby. You just toss a motherfucker into this here jet engine and accelerate that ass into the danger zone at 30,000 G's. What's going on, baby? Yeah, can't you see? Hey, what you doing? I'm talking to the people. I'm breaking it down. Ah, God, bitch, I'm gonna pimp smack your ass when I get. Oh.
The rules of the Terminator Challenge are pretty simple. Grab as many assholes as possible and toss them into the jet engine.
Terminate multiple motherfuckers for a good bonus.
And a big splatter.
He's sucked to his death if he's not careful.
Generally not a bad way to go, but in this case, it's something to avoid. Round 2. Make human stew.
Graphics. Well, obviously, this game reminds me of Sin City Something Rotten. It's got that same sort of vibe and feel. The black and white, it's also done on purpose, let's be honest, because this game, they wanted to shock you. They wanted to give you a proper adult theme here, and it just makes the red of the blood stand out so much. And that was the whole idea behind this, obviously. The red of the blood is obviously very bright and very vibrant, but there is also a ton of detail there in the black and white. It is astonishing just what you can actually see in the foreground at times. An incredible amount of detail there. But if I was to criticise, at times the camera angle is nothing but a pain in the ass. You can't really tell which way you're running or what you may or may not be running into. So you've just got to be a little bit mindful of that and a little bit careful. I just think it's got an overwhelmingly slick look and I just think it's brilliant. I'm going to give it 9 out of 10.
It's the Spiked Express. You know, you haven't seen this country until you rode across it in a spike-covered train. That's Whitney.
What you get in the way, ain't no exception. Sure you can lay infectious, chainsaw stop on your back blind side. You walk like a tank, like a tank.
I say discretion is the better part of being a fucking pussy.
In the system, but I ain't playing your game. S to the U to the R to the V to the I to the B to the L. Defense, S to the U to the R to the V to the I to the B to the A to the L. Defense, get a victim, over spoils. Walk a thermometer, blood will boil. Rock to the death. Wanna get a little Jackson, break the back, shake the tap. 1, 2, here, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Gameplay. Well, the game is divided into several levels representing different parts of Jefferson Island that has been converted into sets for the game show. You can actually progress through these levels in a sort of linear sort of fashion during your first playthrough, but once you've completed it, you can revisit that level and attempt to score more points or to take on a harder challenge. Most of the levels have got an open environment and you can basically explore freely at your own leisure. But bear in mind, some of the sections of the level will require you to earn a certain amount of points. So by scoring better kills, in this case you could throw a tire around somebody, ram a bar on their neck and then start throwing them against a spike, will earn you more points. You get the idea. And of course, like every other great game show, you've got your bonus rounds. But where would a hack and slash be if it didn't have those end of level boss fights? This game is of no exception. And I suppose that's this game in a nutshell. Just keep hacking and slashing people to your heart's content, build up enough points as possible, move on to the next bonus challenge, the next boss fight, move on to the next level. At no point did I ever feel that this game was getting boring. I was certainly enjoying it more and more. But at times I was getting a little bit frustrated because I couldn't work out where the hell I was supposed to go next. And before I forget it, don't forget to pick up those health pills. You really do need to keep your energy up. So for gameplay, it's getting 8 out of 10.
Jack gets that sucker with one more move. He's gonna score 100 points.
Console exclusive, the world's fastest express train, aimed to the motherfucking KA, the Rocket Reba.
Looks like it's time for a bloodbath challenge. Is it not? I tell you from experience that those happy pills work even better if you grind them up and inject them into the cold and I'll give you a doctor if you can tell me one thing that does it better if you grind it up and inject it into the fresh spoon. That's my real winner. No.
Overall, if you are a lover of the hack and slash genre, then you probably already own this game, and if not, why not? It is a fantastic game and you will thoroughly enjoy it, but the game at time is overwhelmingly, I suppose bad is the wrong word, but it just overwhelms you with the amount of blood. But even worse, and you have to listen very careful, listen to what those commentators say, and it still shocks me that they got away with it. How the hell they did it, because some of it is outrageous, but they did. But it just makes the game fantastic. So why should I care? It's a brilliant game. You'll get an absolute blast out of it. And it's getting 8.4 out of 10. Well, there you have it. That's Mad World. And it is a mad game. It really is. The amount of blood, the amount of profanity that goes on throughout this game, it is over the top. But again, I feel this was most certainly done on purpose because they wanted to prove that the Wii is for everybody and they wanted a full-on, over-the-top adult game. And this is what you've got with this. It is most certainly one of the goriest games out there, but like I've said, listen to those commentators, listen to what they say. I think it's them that's more shocking than the actual amount of blood, but a lot of that, originally, it all got missed. Unbelievable. Well, I hope you've enjoyed watching this. I've certainly enjoyed bringing this one to you, but you guys, let me know your thoughts. Drop them in the comments below and I will certainly come back to you. If you have made it to the end of the video, then please consider subscribing and I'll catch you guys again. Take care.